The West Ham Massive are pleased to support Iron Supporting Food Banks. They are a group of West Ham fans and friends inspired by the work of other football food banks around the country. They collect food and cash donations for a Newham food bank in Beckton, who supplies 7 distribution centres in the borough 7 days a week and hand out several hundred 3-day emergency food packs every month to families in need. They are also working with other groups to improve conditions for vulnerable adults and children in the Newham community. You can help by making a donation to their Just Giving page. You will find the link to this in the description section of the video details in this stream. Thanks for your support. Come on, you Irons. Hello and welcome to the West Ham Massive. Thanks for joining me. Please don't forget to drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and click all. You'll be notified of any new content as and when we upload it. And please don't forget, as always, to put your comments in the section below, because I really want to get you guys' opinions on a couple of the transfer tittle-tattle tales that are out there on the media. So the first one I want to cover off is, I think we probably, a fairly well established fact is that we probably are going to need a striker and a right back. So that's where these two stories are quite pertinent, because there's a story doing the rounds that we're looking into the possibility of signing Nelson Semedo. Now, Nelson Semedo is a right back that is currently plying his trade at Wolverhampton Wanderers, 30 years of age. He's a formerly Barcelona player, and by all accounts, he is the 3rd fastest right back in the Premier League, so I'm told. The 5th fastest defender and the 3rd fastest right back in the Premier League. Now, obviously, he's got Premier League experience. He's played at a very high level. Obviously, you know, you're not a pub player if you're on the books at Barcelona at any point in your career. You must be half decent at least. The thing that concerns me about Nelson Semedo is that, you know, he's 30 years of age, so he's not significantly younger than the guy that's currently our number 1 right back, which is obviously Vladimir Coufal. So I'm not entirely sure myself, and the thing is, it's quite difficult to know with a lot of these transfer stories that are coming out. There's a lot of sort of like second guessing, you know, because obviously the situation with David Moyes, it's very much up in the air as to whether he's going to be here next season or not. So you're trying to sort of work out whether players are going to fit into Moyes' style, but it's like, well, Moyes' style from next season onwards might not even be relevant. So, but is he a player that you'd like to see in the claret and blue of West Ham United? Nelson Semedo, what you've seen of him in the Premier League for Wolves, if you even saw him playing for Barcelona in any La Liga or UEFA competition games. You know, get your comment section, but comments in the section below. I haven't even had a beer yet. I'm already sort of like getting my words muddled up. Anyway, so that's the first one out of the way. Right back, Nelson Semedo, is he an option in January? The other one, and this is really the one I wanted to talk about, Hugo Ekitike. Now, Hugo Ekitike, 21 years of age, striker, currently on the books at Paris Saint-Germain. Now, we were linked with him before, if you remember correctly. So Hugo Ekitike at the time was a young up-and-coming striker at Stade Rennes, who's also the club that Will Still, the manager that we've been quite heavily linked with, making a play for in the summer, if we haven't done so already. He was there as well. So he went to Paris Saint-Germain on loan last season, I believe it was, and there was an option to buy in the deal that took him from Rennes to Paris Saint-Germain. And he went there. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly set the world alight, but Paris Saint-Germain exercised their option to sign the kid. And it's not really gone according to plan this season. As I recalled this, He's made just the one appearance in Ligue 1, which was on the opening day against Lorient. He came on as a substitute in the 82nd minute, so he played 8 minutes of league football. And since then, he's not played another minute of league football since. Yes, that's right. He had a couple of substitute involvements, didn't come off of the bench. And then from that point on, he's not been involved in the squad at all in Ligue 1. So 21 years of age, it looks like his career has come to a grinding halt. Now, this was a kid that not so long ago, he was one of the bright young prospects in French football, and there was a lot of good things that were being spoken about him. Now, I don't know the reasons behind why he's basically hit the buffers as far as his career at Paris Saint-Germain is concerned. Is it a personality clash with Luis Enrique? Has he fallen out with teammates? I really don't know. Is it the fact that he's gone from, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to Stade Rennes, but he's gone to one of the smaller clubs in Ligue 1, and he's gone to the biggest. He's gone to a juggernaut. Is it that maybe there's a little bit of a gear change that has been a bit of a shock to the system and he hasn't quite adapted? I don't know. But put that to one side. Hugo Ekitike, you know, he's young, he's bright, he's a quick player, and he's a bit of a unit as well. He's 6'2", so he's got a bit of presence about him. Have a look on YouTube, see what you think if you're not familiar with him. Is he a player that you think would be an option? Again, I appreciate the difficulty is always going to be. We don't know what the manager situation is going to be in, well, longer term. I mean, you know, if we're talking about January, I think it's fairly safe to say it will be David Moyes at the helm, unless something very strange happens. But obviously, longer term, if this is going to be someone we maybe make a play for and make a permanent signing of, you know, is he going to be someone that fits into David Moyes' style of play? Well, David Moyes' style of play, as I say, may not be relevant when we get to the summer and beyond. But let me know what you think. Hugo Ekitike, striker option for West Ham, and Nelson Semedo, right back option for West Ham as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thanks for joining me. Please don't forget to drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new around here, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and click all. You'll be notified of any new content as and when we upload it to the channel. Stay safe. Come on, you Irons.
The West Ham Massive are pleased to support Iron Supporting Food Banks. They are a group of West Ham fans and friends inspired by the work of other football food banks around the country. They collect food and cash donations for a Newham food bank in Beckton, who supplies 7 distribution centres in the borough 7 days a week and hand out several hundred 3-day emergency food packs every month to families in need. They are also working with other groups to improve conditions for vulnerable adults and children in the Newham community. You can help by making a donation to their Just Giving page. You will find the link to this in the description section of the video details in this stream. Thanks for your support. Come on, you Irons.